everyone. How are we doing? Hope we're all surviving still in lockdown. Right, I haven't filmed much though. I've been doing yoga pretty much every day, which has been nice doing some practice. So I'm going to film probably about a 15-minute class. We're going to work really slow. It's not going to be yin. It's not going to be yin yoga. I'm not holding the postures, the asanas for any length of time. Well, I'm not going to while I'm filming it. But when you're doing it, you can hold it for as long as you want to. That's the good thing about doing it online or doing it from a video. If you're stiff in your shoulders or your back, hold it a bit longer. So I hope we're doing okay. I'm filming this on the iPad, so I don't know about the quality when you upload it. So come with me, get yourself comfy. I don't think there's anything you'll need. You may need a block or a cushion to sit on if you want to. I haven't got my blocks, so they're at the town hall, so I have been using a cushion sometimes, but for this particular 10-15 minutes, I know I've spoken to a few people and sort of 15-20 minutes is enough sometimes. Dog starts barking. So come into child pose. I just might have to move the iPad so come into child pose and then close your eyes, bring your head to the floor, to the earth, and just relax. Let's take a few breaths. So keep your eyes closed. Get yourself in the right position. Don't like me mat if it's not straight, it annoys me. So, get it back in, I don't know what that is. If you find it a bit more comfy, take your knees a little bit wider. So we're still down on the floor, heads on the mat. Deep breath. And relax. I'm going to do 2 more deep breaths. So inhale as deeply as you can. You're still down on the mat. I've just lifted my head up just to see what's going on. And exhale. Let's do 1 more. How are we doing with deep breathing? I hope you've been practicing. The studies have shown that really inhaling deeply and exhaling, especially out in the fresh air, is really quite beneficial at the moment with viruses and everything going around. So whenever you're ready, we're going to take both hands out to the right side, left hand on top of the right, and push your head in the gap. So if you're doing this at the end of the day, you may be a little bit warmer, so you can stretch as far as you want to, as far as is good for you. If you're doing it first thing in the morning, just to wake up, just to stretch, you may be still a little bit cold and a little bit tight. So do sort of go off what's right for you. And then change over to the left. Left hand out, right hand on top, head down. Let's breathe and relax as much as you can. I'm not playing music, I'm never mind. Just have to listen to me waffling on. You can always put your own music on, to be fair. And come back to the centre and just slowly come up into box position. We're going to keep the knees out if you've managed to get your knees out. Rounding the back and arching the back. And again, this is a brilliant one. I love this one. So if you feel like you need to do this for a couple of minutes, just pause and do cat and cow for a few minutes. Whenever you're ready, you're going to bring the toes together, keeping the knees out if you can. And obviously, if you've got any issues and you can't do that, don't worry. You might need a cushion under your bum if you want to. I might just move up the mat. So toes together, knees out, hands on top of your thighs, shoulders back and down. And again, just breathe, deep breath in. Exhale. As you exhale, try to drop the shoulders, try to get any tension out of the shoulders. We don't want to And I want to try to avoid this. And on the next breath, we're going to lift both arms. And exhale. And we lift again. So I'm really squeezing my shoulder blades back because I've just done the practice for my Pilates, so I'm quite warmed up. But if I was just starting this, if this was my first thing I was doing in the morning, I probably wouldn't. Just do 2 more. And cancel. So lift and down. And more. Then bring your right hand just behind you slightly and just come back. And again, don't go too far if you're warming up. And we'll just alternate. So we're not moving quick, but we're not doing yin, and we're not staying in the positions for minutes on end, but you can do if you want. So it's rounding up now. So just keep alternating. One more each side. Excellent. Come back to the centre. I'm just going to take a deep breath in. Lift up. And then we bring the left hand to the front, the right hand to the back. Deep breath in. Right hand to the front, left arm to the back. So really start to reach up as much as you can. Looking a bit of crunching. I don't know if it's, I think it's my neck. It's my neck on my shoulder. And then come back to the centre. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands, bring your thumbs into the heart centre, into the sternum. Shoulders back. Let's lift the chest if we can, so we avoid doing any slumping. So deep breath in. Imagine a piece of string from the crown of the head. And as we exhale, we're going to stay up. We're not going to sink. We're just going to inhale. And as we exhale, stay up. And hands either side. We're going to go over. Just a bit of a lateral stretch. Again. One more. And then we come back into child pose. Forehead comes down onto the mat if you can. Excellent. Come up into box position. So we're up into box position, knees under hips. I'm just going to move back a bit so you see me. We're going to start to walk the hands forward. So again, don't forget, if you've got any shoulder issues or anything, just stop at any point, maybe just have a little rest. So start to walk the hands forward, and you're going to bring the forearms down. So, and take the knees back. So we're not in a box position anymore. The knees are further back behind the hips, and the arms are quite far in front. And then we're going to lift the hands and put them behind the head if you can, and we can start to draw the elbows in. Take a deep breath in. And we're trying to lift the tailbone up to the ceiling. We're trying to get the chest lower to the floor. So you might have to wriggle about a bit. I do sometimes. Sort of have to wriggle my elbows in. I'll see if I need to move the iPad. I'm trying to get the chest lower to the floor, the hips up to the ceiling, tailbone up to the ceiling. If you find it's too hard having your arms up, just bring them down and start to push the chest down. And take a few breaths. This doesn't suit everyone, this exercise. Puppy dog. And the more you do it, the easier, well, I was going to say it gets easier, you get better. when you've had enough, just walk the hands back in. You're going to come back into the box position. You're going to come back into the box position. You're going to lift the right leg, extend the right leg away, and we slowly bring it in. We're going to bring that right leg in front of the right hand and take it as far as you can, and we're just going to rock forward and back, and we're just trying to get a little stretch in the left hip flexor. The hair's gone way on that. That's the least of my problems, isn't it? So forward and back. Now if you want to, option toe under and come up off the knee. That's my mat squeaking. So I quite like this one, so we'll just have a little bit longer deep breath. And if you wanted to, if you're really warmed up and you quite like it, if you've been to the classes and you know that we do sometimes go into lizard, you can have a go, or you can put a block down. Oh, I can tell we've not done that one for a while. When you've had enough, left knee down. Let's just push that knee out slightly before we bring it back and come back into child pose. Excellent. And then back into the box position. Extend your left leg away. Give it a bit of stretch. Slowly bring it in. And we bring the left foot forward. Ideally, we want the knee to either be sort of behind the ankle or in line with it, ideally. And then you can come up off the knee if you want to, and rock forward and back. Have a little stretch, come in and out of it. Do what feels good. You can tell I've not done this for a few, well, probably last week actually. It feels really tight. My feet squeaking on my cork mat. So enjoy the stretch. Knee down. So if you do want to stay in this, pause it and just do the same amount on each time. On each side. It may be that one side is easier, one side is a bit looser than the other. Bring yourself up and just push that knee out if you can. And let's take the left leg back. Have a stretch, stretch it out. Ooh. Come back into the box position. Let's have a little cat and cow. And then we'll take the toes under, spread the fingers, we're just going to come up into down dog and have a little pedal. That's as high as we're getting. Oh, that's my knee. So Joel, when you don't have music, you hear everything, can't you? Knees creaking, my mat creaking. And then we're going to come through. Ooh. And then just hug in. Now we need to grab the strap. So if you've not got a yoga strap, you've got a band, you can use a dressing gown strap, a belt, anything, or if you don't even want to use anything like that, you can still have a stretch. I just need to get mine. So over there, not very prepared. Come back, come back. So if you didn't have one, just pause and grab your strap. So we're going to pop the strap onto the arch of the right foot. So I'm using the yoga strap so it's sort of tied on, but if you just need to loop it over, it's absolutely fine. Let me turn this way, it might be better actually. It's not better, is it? I'll go back this way. It's all trial and error. So push the heel, point the toe. Take a deep breath in. Push your back into the floor. I'm going to start to pull this right leg towards you. So the reason I want to put this yoga, it's not really a class, is it? It's just a snippet, 15-20 minutes of a little bit of a warm up, a bit of a stretch if you've been sitting too long. I know quite a lot of you are working from home, so maybe sat at computers. I've been doing, I've been trying to do yoga every day. It's not happened every day. But I know sometimes when I look, I'm doing the 30-day thing, sometimes if it's 30 minutes, I think, oh, I don't want to do that today. And I've done the 15-minute one. So it's just giving you options. And then straighten the left leg. Doing 10-15 minutes, you'll feel so much better if you can just push yourself to do 10 minutes. Ooh, so you can take your right arm out to the right side. Let's check the time. Push your shoulder down. And you can start to slide this right foot up towards your left shoulder. And then slowly come back. One more stretch. Now, if you're really warmed up, if you've done my yoga before and you've done my Pilates, I know most of you have that are watching these videos because I'm not really sharing them with everyone, but I mean, do feel free to share them with anyone you think can use them. Sometimes we do the outer, we put the legs to the outside and get an adductor stretch. Definitely do it if you're nicely warmed up, but again, just judge it yourself. I'm just going to quickly show you and then come back and then we'll do the other leg. So exactly the same, push your back into the floor, push the heel to the ceiling and start to pull this leg. So it is quite important that the back doesn't lift as we pull the leg towards the chest. If the back lifts, you probably end up stretching the lower back, which we don't want to do from this position. We just want to stretch the legs. So deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can extend. And again, this is quite nice. A lot of people like this stretch. So if you feel you want to do it longer, pause, hold it, put your stopwatch on, breathe. Try to hold it for a good 2 minutes, depending on how much time you've got. And obviously try to do the same on the other leg. I'm going to straighten the right leg. I'm going to take this left leg across the body. You can lift the back off the floor now. And I'm going to take my left arm out. Bit of a shoulder issue still on the left side, so it doesn't go out too much. Push the heel away of the left leg, left shoulder down. So we end up getting quite a nice stretch through the chest and a rotation in the back. Deep breath in, and you can make this tougher by extending your right leg away further. And then when you're ready, bring that left leg back. And again, if you wanted to, you could take it, I'll just show you could take it out to the left side for however long you wanted to. Everything's optional, guys, you know that. And then come back. Just one last pull in. Oh, that's my knee. So if you've got clicky ankles as well, you can give your ankles a bit of a circling. Lots of different things you can do. Pop the strap down. If you haven't got a strap, don't worry, you can still do the stretches. Hug the knees in. See what, let me check the time. I've been waffling on, haven't I? I said it's only going to be a short one. Right, I just want to do a rotation of the back and then we'll leave it there. So we're going to cross-legged if you can, but if you sit this way actually. If you don't like sitting cross-legged, you don't have to. Just bring your legs in front. Hands onto your knees, shoulders back and down, lift the chest. I'll work on opposite. So you're going to take your right hand onto your left knee, your left hand behind. Take a deep breath in. Imagine that piece of string lifting through the crown of your head. Your left hand is close to your back, and we're just going to rotate and look behind. Do this one quite slow because you're rotating through your back, you're rotating your neck. Change sides. So left hand on the right knee, right hand behind. Deep breath in, lift the chest. Take it back. So we don't want to be slumped into the shoulder. We really want to lift, open up the chest, let the back twist, rotate. Take the head back if it feels okay. Come forward. And you're going to walk your hands forward. Let's take a few breaths in this position. And again, if your feet feel uncomfy, just move them slightly. Deep breath. And walk back slowly. And you're just going to change foot position. So my right foot was in front, so I'm just going to change and the left one in front. Deep breath in and exhale and walk the hands forward. Slowly come back. Take the shoulders back and down. Bring your hands to your knees. And you can just take your index finger and thumb. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. One more time. As you exhale, let your shoulders drop away from the ears as much as you can. Well done, guys. What I would say now, if you're doing this at night and you're sort of slowing down, winding down, I would definitely take at least 2 minutes to lie on the mat. Either have your knees into your chest or have them straight, and just relax and do some deep breath work. No pattern, just inhaling slowly and exhaling, just to relax your heart rate, slow down, any worries disappear, even if they disappear for that 2 minutes. If you've done it in the morning, you just want a little bit of a waking her up, but not too much of a sharp shock, and you just want to stretch through, just, well, you can still lie down if you want to, but just enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much. Namaste. I will see you all soon. Thank you very much, guys.